Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a really cool idea. What happens when you give security cameras a brain? Seriously, we're going to see how a really clever use of AI is completely changing the hotel industry. And not with new robots or anything, but by making the cameras they already have incredibly smart. Let's get into it.
So, I want you to think about the last time you stayed at a hotel. While you were kicking back and relaxing, the staff was fighting this invisible battle all around you. What hidden problems are they solving that you never even see? We're talking spills, sudden lines at the desk, 1,000 tiny things that can go wrong. And the pressure to fix them before you even notice, it's immense.
And really, it all boils down to pressure. Behind every calm lobby and perfectly clean room, there's this super high-pressure environment. It's all driven by razor-thin budgets and, let's be honest, our sky-high expectations as guests.
Yeah, it is a total high-wire act for hotel managers every single day. They're juggling these massive labor costs against the constant demand for a perfect experience. At the same time, there's this ever-present threat of a lawsuit from an accident. And, in the age of social media, just one bad experience, one little mishap can go viral and just tank their reputation. It is an incredibly delicate balance.
So, all that pressure, it creates some very specific recurring problems. Let's break down the 3 relentless headaches that probably keep hotel general managers up at night.
Okay, first up, operational blind spots. Hotels are huge, sprawling places, right? A manager just can't be everywhere at once. And that means they're pretty much flying blind in some areas. A long line could be forming at the front desk, or a spilled drink could be sitting by the elevator, and nobody knows until a guest gets angry and complains. And in this business, a slow response is just a bad review waiting to happen.
The second headache is a huge one: liability. Think about that classic slip and fall situation. Sure, the old security cameras might record the person falling, but what they don't show is how long that puddle was there before anyone did anything about it. Without that proof that you acted quickly, the hotel is just left wide open to really, really expensive lawsuits. And headache number 3 is all about labor, which is a hotel's single biggest expense. Most of the time, scheduling is just guesswork. And that leads to this messy imbalance, right? Either you've got staff members walking around checking empty areas, which is a waste of money, or you're totally understaffed during a surprise rush, which absolutely destroys the guest experience.
So, you've got all these problems. What's the answer? Well, it's not about hiring more people or installing more cameras. It's about making the cameras you already have smarter. It's about, giving those cameras a brain.
And this is where technology like Camsense AI comes into play. The beauty of this solution is right here. You're not ripping out your old hardware. It's a smart software layer that just plugs into the camera system you already own. It's literally giving those cameras a brain, turning them from things that just sit there and record into active, problem-solving tools that work in real time.
So, how does it actually work? Well, it's a super simple 3-step process. First, the AI spots a need, say a long line at the check-in desk or a spill. Second, it instantly flags that event as a priority task. And third, and this is the crucial part, it sends an actionable insight, a direct alert, straight to the right staff member's phone or device. So it's not just more data, it's a command. Go fix this problem right now.
Okay, so the tech sounds pretty clever. I get it. But you're probably wondering, does it actually work? Does it deliver a real return on investment? Let's take a look at the proof in the profits.
The payoff is pretty immediate, and you can measure it across 3 key areas. It boosts guest satisfaction because problems get fixed before they even become complaints. It shields the hotel from those huge liability costs by creating a perfect, verifiable record. And it optimizes that massive labor budget using real data. It literally solves the 3 big headaches we just talked about.
This quote really gets to the heart of the liability solution. Remember that slip and fall? Well, now, the system can prove that a spill was flagged in, say, under 2 minutes, and a cleaner was sent immediately. That verifiable timestamp data is just indisputable proof. It moves the hotel from a position of weakness to one of strength, and it drastically cuts down on those legal settlements.
And what about the labor costs? Well, by analyzing foot traffic and how long people hang around at every part of the hotel, management can finally stop guessing. One hotel chain used this data to tweak their schedules and saw a 15% reduction in unnecessary labor hours. Think about that. They cut costs while actually improving service. That's the power of making decisions with data instead of just a gut feeling.
Now, of course, whenever you talk about AI and monitoring, there's a big elephant in the room. What do the employees think about this? Is this just a new version of Big Brother watching their every single move? Well, the smartest hotels have figured out how to frame this perfectly.
So let's actually look at this from the employee's side. The first worry might be, great, it's just watching and judging me. But the reality is, it's more like a service assistant. Instead of making someone look bad, it provides objective data that shows, hey, this person is swamped, they need some support. And it automates all those boring, tedious checks, which frees up the staff to focus on what really matters, talking to guests.
At the end of the day, this isn't about replacing people. It's about making them better at their jobs. The AI brain handles all the boring routine monitoring, freeing up the human staff to focus on what they do best, genuine person-to-person hospitality. Which leaves us with a really fascinating final question. We usually think of technology as being cold, impersonal. But what if, by taking care of all the mechanical parts of the job, AI is actually the key to unlocking a more human, more genuine form of hospitality? Definitely something to think about next time you check in. Thanks for tuning in.